So we have already partnered Scottish and Southern Energy. We've won 2 sites already in Scotland. Ronnie will tell you a bit about that. InPower, owned by RWE in Germany, and the Portuguese utility EDP. We've also just announced the winning of a site in Taiwan because hot on the heels of the United Kingdom, China will emerge as the next largest offshore wind market. So we already have 3 sites totaling 2.4 gigawatts. Most importantly, and we'll see what happens tomorrow, but we have bid in this famous 3rd round. These are 9 zones for giant wind farms around the UK and the UK waters. Sea Energy has partnered yet again with EDP from Portugal. EDP is a very large utility. They are the 4th largest wind generator in the world, but they have no offshore experience. So we've teamed up with them. And what makes them rather unusual, if not unique, for the UK government as a potential partner, is that they have committed to bring in large amounts of cash from outside the United Kingdom, whereas many of the contenders for these bids will be using recycled UK cash. So this is fresh investment if we win. So tomorrow, we've been told today by the Crown Estates that they will announce the winners of these sites. So we don't have long to wait. If we did not win, we would still be in the process through the success we've had in the 2 big Scottish sites. And you will also hear me say a few words at the end about our entry into the service sector, because that's something else for you as investors to look for. Not only the development of giant wind farms, 9,000 turbines is what's going to be rolled out in UK waters alone. So it represents an enormous undertaking, enormous challenge, job creation, technology transfer. It's so huge, it reminds me of the North Sea. I went to Aberdeen. I've been in Aberdeen since 1973. It reminds me exactly of the North Sea in 1973-74. People didn't understand, I certainly didn't understand, the scope of what was going to happen. One of the things that marks this business model in getting into these sites and acquiring sites is during the first several years where you're going through the consenting phase, the technical phase, leading up to what's referred to as financial close, which is at the point that you stop developing the site and you start spending big bucks in terms of building the turbines. That 4-year period is the period of maximum value creation. So at financial close, those sites become intensely valuable. Tomorrow, you will probably be told there were numerous big utility partners. Only a portion of them will win tomorrow. Lastly, there is a substantial global political and economic support for growth in offshore renewables. The UK already has a very robust mechanism. I'm a guy that's been in the oil and gas business all my life. This is a career change for me at this late stage. But it has many of the same attributes. And the utilities don't yet have the kind of experience that oil and gas companies do. For example, in consortia building. Utilities have never formed consortia. They've done their individual project. But the scale of what's confronting them requires consortia building. The attraction of offshore wind is that it is legally mandated. The UK, for example, is way behind its European partners in developing renewable energy. So this is an enormous undertaking that we're talking about here. Just quickly, on the corporate structure, Sea Energy PLC was born out of Ramco Energy, a company that I started in the 70s. During the late 90s, some of you that have followed the company will know that Ramco was the largest company on AIM. We have Sea Energy Renewables, which at the moment is the main operating subsidiary. I think you will see us doing other things related to offshore wind in due course. And the business is owned 80% by PLC and 20% by the management team. All of this is in the files that you will have been given. Our goal is to secure 1 gigawatt And 1 gigawatt, for those that don't follow this, 1 gigawatt is the equivalent of a modern nuclear power station. So small company with rights to 1 gigawatt. And our goal is to secure that within 5 years. My guess is, the way things are going for us at the moment, that it will happen far, far quicker. The task with our partners, our big utility partners, is to de-risk the process in order to reach the construction phase as quickly as possible using oil and gas experience.